Deep breaths. That was this is pretty hard to transition now. Kathy, come on up.
Seriously, Arby? I thought we were siblings. Huh. Pastel-colored, pressed dextrose tablets in assorted flavors, wrapped in a colorful twist wrap. Multiple sizes available, ranging from the original 5.5 ounce to the ever-coveted Mondo Smartie. Who knew having Smarties candies literally thrown at our faces would be so important and would provide such moments of pride and accomplishment? Of course, it was never really about the candy. It was about the man who was throwing the candy to us and praising us for our correct answers, our poignant responses, and sometimes just for sharing mundane news from our lives. As a former student of Dr. Proctor's, I represent all of you here today whose lives were forever changed by this remarkable educator. How in the world does one develop a tribute speech for Dr. Proctor? Really? How could I possibly find any words that are good enough and powerful enough and descriptive enough to convey the impact this man has had on our lives? This teacher, this educational God. He deserves the most spectacular, the most out-of-this-world send-off, and I fear whatever I say tonight could not possibly do it justice. But you know, I'm willing to give it a whirl. I'm honored to have this opportunity to pay homage to our beloved Dr. Proctor, or P-Dog, as my husband likes to call him. We, the students of Dr. Proctor, I'm speaking to all of you, hit the jackpot on teachers. Our lives were forever blessed by this incredible professor who left us with indelible knowledge about communication, wonderful memories and stories from both inside and outside the classroom. I met Dr. Proctor inside the classroom as a student in his interpersonal communication class. It was the early 90s, and I was a young whippersnapper with no real clue about what I wanted to be when I grew up. And there I sat, in speech 220, not realizing that my life was about to change. The moment Dr. Proctor told us about dialectics, and he used his famous phrase, "Both can be true at the same time," I knew. I was hooked. I knew at that moment I wanted to be a speech communication major, and my life's passion would to live and study and work within the communication field. As a teacher, Dr. Proctor had high expectations. He absolutely asked the most of us, and we wanted to meet those expectations. He demanded excellence from all of us, and to disappoint him, from being late to class, and by the way, we all know that 10 minutes early is on time, and on time is late. To disappoint him by being late to class or by not having an assignment ready was devastating. His tests were never easy, his assignments required hard work, and his uncanny ability to find grammatical errors in what I was absolutely sure was the perfect paragraph was annoying. But if we worked hard and gave 110%, we were rewarded. We were rewarded with brilliantly illustrated stories and examples. For example, Pam, we know you kicked the pan across the kitchen floor. We all know. And we were rewarded with Smarties. Smarties were Dr. Proctor's signature. They were his shtick. Dr. P decided if a student's comment or contribution was Smartie-worthy. And Dr. P decided if it was time to open his black briefcase and pull out a roll of Smarties if they were well-deserved. Of course, there was that one moment, that one time when I was a student when, let's just say, I might have been a little too big for my britches. In one particular class, I believed a classmate made a comment so profound, so amazing that he deserved a Smartie. And not just a regular Smartie. This one deserved the Mondo Smartie. That's when I made a critical error in judgment. You see, Dr. Proctor didn't go to his briefcase, and he didn't give a Smartie to this student. Dr. Proctor was moving on with his material. So I foolishly stood. I walked over to his briefcase. I opened his briefcase, and I pulled out a Mondo Smartie, and I gave it to the deserving student. I can't really say I remember the next few minutes after that. It's a bit foggy. I've kind of blocked it out from my memory. I do know that one should never, ever attempt to steal the Smartie power from Dr. Proctor. Ever. And I have no idea why he's actually still speaking to me today, and how in the world I was chosen to give this tribute speech is beyond me. And while his outstanding qualities as a professor of communication were forever evident inside the classroom, Dr. Proctor made an equal impact outside of the classroom as well. By show of hands, how many people met with Dr. Proctor in either his Landrum or his Griffin Hall office? How many attended a communication club, a presidential ambassadors, an NLS, an alumni association banquet, or a retreat with Dr. Proctor? How many of you received awards at one of those events? How many of you had Dr. Proctor sit and watch you get a tattoo at one of those events? It's a smaller crowd, but it's out there, okay? Oh, I remember. How many have been to a social event with Dr. Proctor, like gone to Skyline Tavern, sat at BW3's, Applebee's, perhaps went to a wedding, maybe it's your wedding, gone to a Reds game or some social event? How many asked Dr. Proctor to be a reference for your internship or job? How many had Dr. P rock your babies and meet your children? What do all of these have in common? All of these happened outside the classroom. Dr. Proctor wasn't just an awesome professor. He was and is a true mentor and a friend. Dr. Proctor dedicated his life to his students. Our happiness became his happiness. Our sadness became his sadness. And our successes became his trophies, validating his job well done, because we never could have done any of it without him. Dr. Proctor, look around. Look at the lives you have touched. Look at these wonderful stories that you have helped build. Seriously, I feel compelled right now to make everyone stand on their chair and say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." I was trying to figure out a way to put that into my speech, so I had to work it in. In conclusion. So I had to use an official public speaking in conclusion, because this is being videotaped, and I teach public speaking and advanced public speaking, and I plan to show this to my students so they can completely critique me on special occasion speeches. So, in conclusion, Dr. Proctor has had such a profound effect on the lives of his students, both inside and outside the classroom. It's impossible to find words of appreciation good enough to celebrate this amazing man. Dr. P, my friend, my teacher, my mentor, my colleague, my life director, and my dad. Thank you. From all of us, thank you for your service and dedication to your students. And now I'd like to attempt something a little risky. The last time I attempted to give away a Mondo Smartie, it didn't go so well. But I'm an old whippersnapper now, and I think I could do a better job this round. Dr. Proctor, could you please come forward and assume the ceremonial position? Dr. Proctor, we, your former students, your proctoids, we bestow upon you this Mondo Smartie in appreciation for all you have done for us, for all you have taught us, and for changing our lives for the better. I love you, and congratulations.